ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. Moses has a conversation with God at a burning bush. And God tells him, I want you to go speak to Pharaoh to let my people out of Egypt. So Moses says, when Pharaoh asks me, who sent you? You tell him, the God of your fathers, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, I will be what I shall be. There is a very strange formulation there in the Bible that God manifests, saying that God is really being. The being of this world is the one that sent you. When Moses comes before Pharaoh, Pharaoh says, who is this God that I should listen to him? And Moses really didn't have a ready reply. He couldn't show him a picture. This is God. There was no such thing. It was very difficult to explain. In fact, our rabbis say that a maidservant at the time of the Exodus of Egypt saw a greater display of the glory of God than the prophet Ezekiel that saw the throne of God and described everything in the high heavens. She saw more than Ezekiel. In another episode, Moses says to God, and Moses used to speak face to God. Moses says to God, show me your glory. Let me see what your essence really is. And God says to him, you will never be able to see me. You can only see from the back. You can only see through history, how I go through history. But to see me directly, you really can't. And we are really in the face of a very difficult problem. We can't know what the essence of God is. Like somebody said, in order to know what God is, you'd have to be God himself, and there's only one God. He's unique. It is impossible to know what God is. So how can I believe? How can I follow a God that I don't know? I can't describe. I can't tell you what the definition of God really is. However, we do see that God's instructions are very, very good. You see in this world that all the laws of God make tremendous sense. There are some laws that I can't understand. I don't know why you can't have wool and linen together, why you can't wear something made out of wool and linen together. I don't know why you can't eat the meat of certain animals, but I do know the importance of honoring your father and mother. I know the importance of not stealing, of not killing. I know the importance of being loyal, of not hating somebody in my heart. I know all these things. So I see that all the teachings of God are really very, very healthy. So even though I don't know what his essence really is, nevertheless, I can relate to God. Are you married? Do you know your spouse? Do you really know the innermost feelings of your spouse? You know, many of us go to a psychiatrist because we don't even know ourselves, who we really are. The most important thing in a relationship is, how does this relationship manifest itself? Is there care? Is there love? Is there loyalty? Do you have that with your spouse, even though you don't know the essence of your spouse? Maybe there are many divorces because you didn't know whom you were marrying, but even if you're married 50 years, do you really know the other part of your marriage? Do you know your children? Do your children really know you? But we all can appreciate what our relationship, how we relate one to another. So bear in mind, there are many things in this world that we don't know. But yet, we feel their presence, we have their relationship, and that's what we should cement, that's what we should nurture. There are many things in this world I don't know, so therefore should I give up studying? I won't be able to know it anyway. We just heard now about the echoes of the Big Bang, but we can't really see the Big Bang. We hear echoes. Will we really know how this world began from a scientific point of view? Maybe we won't, but with each step we come closer to knowing something. Even though we know that God is like a horizon, we can come close to it and the horizon will go further away from us. On the other hand, we are going through certain steps. Each time, with each step, we gain more knowledge. And the more knowledge we gain, I think the better we become. the more we grow emotionally, intellectually. The better relationship we have with our spouses, the more we grow also. So bear in mind, even though you don't know exactly who the other person is, you don't understand the situation 100%, you know what the effects of it are. And if the effects are very positive, please go ahead with it. And I am sure that thereby you will become a better human being, a better spouse, a better father, a better son.